laws to include the right of medical, religious, and philosophical exemption from mandated vaccination programs. Recommends that state and federal officials amend vaccine laws to include medical and religious exemptions from mandatory vaccine programs, as well as any vaccine known to contain harmful viruses or materials known to prompt autoimmune diseases or cancer risks, to provide cause for exemption for any person who desires such exemption.
This is an absolute no on this, and I don't have to give any reason. It's been given. All of the intellect that's needed to make a decision is in place. So please, 9 votes no. Thank you.
Mr. Greenwell just said he was to vote no on this, the mandatory vaccines
I think
for swine flu. Is that what I heard him say?
That's what he said.
Vote yes on no. Vote no on yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to get that one clear.
What I'm saying is, for God's sakes, no, we don't want this.
Okay.
Vote yes.
Mandatory vaccinations. Emily, have you or your staff called the State Department of Health and asked them to come here and testify on this subject?
RJ would know that.
Well, I just want a yes or no. You're burning my time. Yes or no? Did you call?
Did you call yet? The state, yes, we have contacted
Okay.
the state. The state has given you a response. Yes.
Okay, so the answer is yes, the request was made.
Okay.
Correct.
So I also called the Department of Health and asked them to please send somebody to this meeting to talk. And RJ, I'm not requesting any assistance from you. Thank you. I also called the Department of Health and asked them to send somebody to at least present the other side of the story in person. And I got no response from the Department of Health. And that really annoys me. Okay? Now, based on that situation, I feel I've reached out to the Department of Health. At least let them come give their side of the story. They've chosen not to do that. And so I would like to support Ms. Naioli's bill, because I do believe in volunteering to have vaccines. I don't think anybody should be forced into it.
If we're going to do this, we need to do it correctly. We need to make sure that we eliminate any possibility of confusion. And I thank RJ for this was a very fine job in which you've done on this particular amendment. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Just for point of information, council members, we did receive a letter from Sarah Y. Park, MD, Chief of the Disease Outbreak Control Division of the Department of Health of the State of Hawaii, and she basically, I'm not sure if everyone received this letter. I know Ms. Ford said she subsequently found it. Anyway, just a brief FYI for the public's information, just the information that we've received, just so that everyone knows. I'm just going to read a brief excerpt. It says here, in Hawaii, medical exemptions to vaccines are allowed, and also indicates that there are religious exemptions. There is no provision, as far as I can see, that provides for just refusing or just wanting an exemption for philosophical reasons. So just for point of information so everyone understands. But in any event, we need to hold this over until the next hearing.
This may be about H1N1, but the state at this time does not have that requirement.
Correct. So what Ms. Ford is stating is correct. There is currently no requirement or mandatory or anything requiring flu or H1N1 immunizations.
I think we want to be careful here. While there may be no law that we have to, that doesn't mean that they can't pass a law that we do. So getting this thing in place is going to be very important to prevent that eventuality. So let's understand what we're reading here.
Okay.
I hope I do.
I'm sure you do, Ellie. Okay, Mr. Clerk, so we're going to hold that over, correct?
Correct.
Okay, want to move on?
Thank you, RJ.